Hey guys, right, welcome to my garage. So, not on the bank today, but what I'm going to bring you is a quick review on a product I've been using lately. It's an unhooking mat, and funny enough it's from the scope range, because that's what I tend to use nowadays. It's a scope compact, so it's a roll mat, it all rolls up together, but this is it, it's pretty big as you can see. And it's a flat style mat, as opposed to like your cradle style and things like that. Basically, it's got a heavy duty base, just to sort of protect it from any sort of grit on the ground, gravel, stones, anything sort of that might cut it up. So that just protects it. Also stops any water being sucked up from underneath. Stops it soaking up too much water. It's got a white clean nylon top underneath the cover. So if I open it up, it's got a white clean nylon surface. So obviously it holds water on it when you've got a fish on there, but when you pack up, you can just wipe the water down and it just comes off. It doesn't soak it up. It's 6mm thick, as you can see. It is pretty thick, and it's like a, I think it's a pole foam they call it, but it's really cushioned. And so the fish basically just sink into it. It's got little attachments on each corner, just for putting your pegs in, pretty standard. And then it's got this flap which goes all the way around, so it's a full cover which just velcros to the outside, so if you have a fish on it, you can just velcro it over the top and just stop them from flapping around. It comes with a strap. This strap is supplied, so you can use it as a carry strap. You can also clip. What I do is I clip my rods to the side of it. I've got some little clips I put on it, and I just clip my little Sawn-off to the side so that I can actually use it as like a sling basically for my rods. Okay, so that's it rolled up. As you can see, it's nice and compact. I've actually weighed it, and it weighs 3 pounds dry. It doesn't weigh a lot more wet either, because it's designed to not soak up any water. So basically, when you go home from a session, it pretty much weighs the same as when you took it, so your gear doesn't weigh any more, because that can be a massive problem with some mats. They end up soaking up all the water, and when you go home they're like 2-3 times so heavy as when you actually went to the lake. But as you can see, it's done in this compact way, so you can sort of chuck it on your back. I just clip my rods to it, and you can use it as like a little sling. I've done a couple of little notes, so pros and cons, just a few things that I've sort of noticed about the product. So it's super lightweight. Like I said, it isn't going to weigh anymore if you get it wet. It's a brilliant design, so it's really functional, as in if you use the scope range, you can put the Sawn-offs on it, you can put your net inside it, you can put like a retainer system, all the stuff that you might need you can chuck inside, roll it up together, and it holds it all together. It's obviously easy to carry, it's nice and compact. That's a good thing about some of the mats nowadays are massive, especially these cradles. They've got like a frame and everything, and they weigh quite a lot, so they can be quite bulky items. This is a pretty compact little item. Like I said, you can store stuff inside it, and you can use it as like a carry system. If you're going stalking, you could quite easily chuck everything inside, like I said, but you could probably put a bit of tackle in there, just wrap it all up, off you go. So it is a really good, awesome bit of kit. The cons, I would say, probably the price. It's quite an expensive mat. It's about £70 a compact, which I suppose nowadays isn't that expensive, but you know, in terms of what you could buy, it's probably on the steeper side of sort of unhooking mat prices. And also, it's just a flat mat, so although it's got the cover that goes over the fish to stop them from flipping, it's not as contained as like a cradle style, where if the fish moves around, they're not really going to be able to jump off of it. If you're on uneven ground, they can tend to slide, so you do have to be a bit more cautious. But then again, if you've got a fish on a unhooking mat, you should be very cautious anyway, so it shouldn't be a problem. I tend to find bigger fish sink into it more and don't tend to jump around as much, whereas if you get smaller fish, like single figure fish, they tend to jump around everywhere. You know, they tend to be a bit more of a bit tricky, but if you catch sort of upper doubles, 20s plus, they tend to sink into it more, so they don't tend to don't tend to move around as much. They sink in and it kind of comes around them, so it kind of acts as a bit of a cushion anyway. So anyway, it's an awesome mat. Check it out, have a look at it. If you use the scope gear, it works brilliantly for that. It also has clips on the side of it. It has these clips here which attach to the new range of bags that they've got. So all the speed load bags, I've got the speed load patrol bag, and it clips onto the top of that, so they're designed to fit with the other luggage items as well. Anyway, check them out. Awesome little awesome product, nice and simple, but it does a really good job, and it's super lightweight. So check it out and let me know what you think.